Hey guys, in this video I wanted to go over the pros and cons of private labeling and retail arbitrage, and I wanted to kind of go over the good and the bad about both of them and what I like, and these are all my opinions. There are a lot of people that are making really good amount of money doing private labeling, and there's a lot of people that make a really good amount of money doing retail arbitrage. So it doesn't really matter either way. It's just more or less what your preference is or what you like to do. So I'm going to go over my opinions, and hopefully it kind of gives you guys an idea of what you want to do with your, Amazon career, or which one you would want to start. So I'll get right into it. So for those of you who don't know, I'll just go over a quick overview of what they are. So basically, retail arbitrage is going to a store or online and finding coupons or clearance items, buying them at clearance, and flipping them for a profit on Amazon. That's what retail arbitrage is. And private labeling is finding a product that sells well and has kind of low competition, and you find a supplier from like Alibaba or DHgate or some kind of Chinese supplier. You have them manufacture it, put your logo on it, and then you send it into Amazon for them to sell for you, and then you make a profit that way. So I wrote down some of the pros and cons. I've done retail arbitrage for a couple months now, and I'm just now getting into private labeling. My first product is going to be in at the end of December, so I'm pretty excited about that. But as far as the process goes, I'm not done with it, so I can't really say much about the entire process. But I did almost all of the work that I have to do. So far, I'm just kind of waiting for the product to get there. So I'll get right into this. For retail arbitrage, we'll go over the first pro I have is it's less risky. So when you do retail arbitrage, you're only spending, you could start with like as little as 20 bucks. You could go to, or even less. Like my brother, I took him to Walmart once, and he had like $15. So he found these like lawnmower belts, and he bought three of them for $5, spent $15 on it. And a couple days later, after they got to Amazon, they sold, and he made $5 profit on each of them. So he ended up spending 15 to make 30. So that was good. And he's still in high school and stuff. So that's, for him or anybody, that's really good. So, but yeah, it takes a lot less money. And the good thing about that too is, say you pick a bad product, you can always just keep the receipt from Walmart or wherever you get it and take it back. I've done that before. I've had a product that I bought that I thought was a good product. It ended up being a really high rank, so it was going to take forever to sell. So I just took it back and got my money back, and then I, put that into something else that was going to sell better. So that's what I mean by less risky, and that's a good pro. One con for it is it takes kind of a long time. So what I mean by that is when you go in to a store to buy, you go sourcing or whatever, and you look for some deals. It takes a long time to find some deals. You're going to have to go to a lot of different stores, and it can kind of get discouraging. So that's one con of retail arbitrage. Another pro is that you don't need a lot of money. Like I said in the first part, you could start with 20 bucks. So that's what I did. I didn't have enough money to do private labeling right away, so I wanted to save up money by doing retail arbitrage so that I could get a course and then eventually buy a product for private labeling. So the second con is for retail arbitrage is it's harder to scale. So for retail arbitrage, in my opinion, it's difficult to scale because you're always going out, you're always looking for deals. Now, could you hire somebody to go and do that? Maybe. I don't know. But then, you look at people like Reezy Resells and stuff like that. He's making a lot of money doing retail arbitrage. So, yeah, you can make good money doing it. But for me, as far as scaling it and making it so that you don't do all of the work, I don't really see a good way of doing that. Maybe there are, I don't know. But the third pro for retail arbitrage is it's a good learning experience. So I would recommend for anybody who wants to sell on Amazon to start out with retail arbitrage because it's less risky. You don't need a lot of money, and it's a good learning experience. You can always go in and try it, and then if you fail, maybe you only lost 20 bucks, and at that, you don't lose it. You just take it back to the store with your receipt and get your money back. So, in my opinion, it's a really good learning experience. I learned, what to do and what not to do with Amazon. I'm still learning, but I mean, I had a lot of, if you guys watch my previous videos, you see how many times I mess up or, I ship the wrong item in and I lose money that way, or I do this or do that, sell products I'm not supposed to sell, and you find out a lot about Amazon that you wouldn't know if you didn't do retail arbitrage. So I would definitely recommend anybody to try it, just for, even if you have enough money for private labeling, I would say try retail arbitrage for a week and see what you think, and then you kind of learn a little bit about Amazon and you make some money in the meantime. So it's good. And the third con that I have is it's not automated. So like I said in the second con, it's hard to scale. It's not automated. So I don't know how you would automate. When I say automate, I mean put some work into it and then let it run by itself. Nothing is automatic, nothing's push button or anything like that. But to me, I don't see of a way to make it something that I can set it and forget it for a couple days. So that's the third con for me. And now for private labeling, and again, I don't know everything about private labeling, but I know quite a bit just from the course that I took, Tanner's courses, and from just experience with retail arbitrage, I know quite a bit about it. So the first pro I have is it's very scalable. So you can get, because the thing for private labeling is once you have the product and you have the listing, all you have to do is email your supplier every month and say, hey, I need a new order in, and they send it, and that's it. So it's very scalable. All you have to do, if you had, say, like there's a guy in the Facebook group that I'm in, he's making, consistently, he is selling in revenue $200,000 worth of products every month, okay? That's his average month. This last month, because it's the Christmas season, he actually sold $600,000 in revenue. So, and I think he was at like a 50% profit. So he made $300,000 last month just from doing private labeling, and I'm sure he doesn't have to put that much work in anymore, except for when he goes and tries to make new products. So once you get the product set up for private labeling, it's done. Basically, all you have to do is say, hey, I'm out of inventory, email your supplier, and they send in the product, and you're good to go again. So the first con is it's not instant. So you can't, it's not just something that you see results right away. You have to put time into it. It might take you a couple weeks. It could take you a month to get everything set up, especially when you have the learning period and everything like that. It's not instant. So that's one con. The second pro is it's easy to automate. So like I said in the first part, once you're done, you set it and you forget it, and you check it every day or once a month. You maybe check your pay-per-click advertising, but other than that, it's done. All you have to do is email your supplier. So the second con is you have to know how to do it. You don't know what you don't know with Amazon. So if you go to try to do private labeling, and you have no idea what you're doing and you don't learn from anybody, you're probably going to have a lot of mistakes, and you're probably going to lose at least a little bit of money. Now, you can find some stuff out there on YouTube, but like I said, you don't know what you don't know. You could think that you have everything and you know everything, then all of a sudden now you just bought into a restricted product or something like that, and you lost some money. So that's you have to know what you're doing. I would definitely recommend at least getting into some sort of course or finding somebody that knows what they're doing, that's going to teach you how to do it. I would not jump in blindly, for sure. I couldn't think of another pro, because what's better than very scalable and easy to automate? I mean, once you can scale something and automate it, that, I mean, I can't think of anything better than that. So the third con that I have is it's more risky. So if you go and you spend, like I just spent $1,400 on my first private label shipment. Well, if you go and spend $1,400 and all of a sudden something goes wrong, you can't say to your supplier, hey, just kidding, I want my money back. That's not how it works. You're now stuck with that product. You might have to have Amazon send it to you, and you can sell it on eBay or something. So I mean, um, it's not like you're gonna lose money. I don't think you could, but most likely you're gonna be okay. But it is a little bit more risky than going to Walmart, buying it, and then you can always return the product. So that's going to be all for this video, guys. Like I said, I would definitely recommend anybody do some retail arbitrage if they're thinking about getting into Amazon, because it definitely helped me understand more. And I'm going to be making videos in the next couple of days. I'm going to make videos teaching people teaching you guys how to do retail arbitrage, how to find products, how to list products. I mean, everything. So just because I want to help you guys out, and if you can make a little bit of money, that's good for you. And that's a good way to build up some money for if you want to try private labeling, and it's a good learning experience in the meantime. So like I said, that's going to be it for all for this video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about Amazon and everything like that, like and subscribe for this channel. I'm going to put up videos every single day teaching you guys everything that I can. I always wish that I had somebody that could teach me. I had Tanner. But I mean, it's good to see somebody going from the ground up and learning this. I mean, you guys are literally seeing this from nothing. So hopefully I can bring some good value to you guys, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video.